All right, as promised, we're going to be reacting to our Eagles predictions before the season. Now that the season is over, unfortunately, Luke is not able to join us, and he was the one who nailed his Super Bowl pick.
He did.
Too bad that he's not able to be here to further flex that. But we shout out to Luke. We all acknowledge the fact that he's the one who aced this. But yeah, we went through as our preview all of the Eagles' schedule and then predicted the playoffs. So it's Eagles predictions, but also some other things with the teams that they were playing that we may or may not have gotten right or wrong.
That's true. And there's some highs and some lows, some ups and some downs. And so I think we just need to get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go.
It's going to be a weird game, right? I mean, it's in Brazil.
It was a weird game.
They probably don't speak a lot of English there. And it'll be far away.
I don't think they did.
Still true, yeah.
Get there.
They had to fly to get there.
I honestly think Jordan Love is the next coming of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. So I'm giving
Throwing
the Eagles a
playoff
loss week
interceptions.
one.
Yes.
I think they're just going to keep the ball rolling from
True.
last season. I know I was just really optimistic.
I think I went 3 for 5.
But not
got the
week
flying
one.
right.
I don't know. I feel
Got
like
the
it's going to be
Spanish.
a
They
weird
don't
game.
speak English, right?
And
Yeah, but the most important part, the winner.
Season,
Didn't
but
get there.
I don't feel confident about them.
Hey, look at
Like,
these
yeah,
naive
healthy to
guys
watch,
not
but
knowing about
I think the Eagles will
Saquon
still
right
be
now.
settling in a little bit with the new Yeah, coordinators.
we
were optimistic, but we didn't know.
We didn't know.
For sure.
Core.
These
And
guys
then,
are
yeah, if something goes wrong.
just
and
uneducated.
lose
They
a
didn't know
close
about
game.
Saquon,
So,
man.
Luke's the only
Crazy.
one having them win against the Packers.
Good
next
job, Luke.
week.
But this one wasn't even
I can see
legit.
Kirk
They
Cousins
were-
really cooking up something special down the stretch. But now week 2, it's a little bit hard.
Oh,
you're
right
an entirely
there.
new
But not
system.
week 2.
when
You
you're
were
playing a
right there.
loaded
He
Eagles
did cook
squad.
up something special.
And then
Give me
Saquon
the
dropped that
Eagles in
ball.
the prime
I would
time.
consider this loss illegitimate.
I will
Like,
make it a
Saquon should have
clean
caught
sweep.
that.
Yeah, the Eagles win the Battle of the Birds, get That's their first win. you're right. The Bucks So one we was all like have the them one
beating the Falcons. Then they
total.
have a
That
really
was the
interesting,
true loss,
They
I
play
felt
3
like.
straight.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah.
Automatic
The
loss.
good old days.
if the Eagles ever lose to Baker Mayfield again, I
Wait.
may just I don't know. I don't think Baker Mayfield will win a single game
No,
this
that-
season.
Oh,
so.
he
That
went.
didn't go
Dang
anywhere.
it. I wanted to
No,
lose.
take
I have
He
to
walked that
We
one.
would have
agree
to it.
with Luke
Yeah.
on that one.
5.
We were
it's,
like
it's not quite
worried
as
about the
cool.
bye week.
I am concerned about
Being
that.
early.
Five Yeah,
Being
which I think was
scary.
fair.
Come on.
Yeah, you
And,
said it right
and
here.
as much as I love having them undefeated going into the bye week,
Yeah,
I think they're
because they
coming
had-
out of the bye
it
week a
turned
little
out to be
bit
the
slow.
best
I
scenario.
think this game
Yeah.
against the Browns is
That's
going to be their
one of the
first
more
loss of
shocking
the
things in
season. I think
season.
it'll be one of those games that they
Wait.
should have won. I don't think
Luke
the
just
Browns
said
have a
they're gonna
crazy
lose
good team or anything like that. I think they have
to
some
the
pieces here and there.
Browns.
But I don't think they have
Oh,
anything
no.
crazy good, but I think they're going to lose. I think the Eagles are going to lose to the Browns in this week. I think they're going to
Dang.
What?
be coming out of the bye week a little slow. and
Well,
just
Luke
have one of
nailed the
those
macro.
games, we don't like
He
those
nailed a
games,
lot
but
of
they
it. He did
happen.
not nail
And
that.
I think it's going
Yeah.
to be in this week 6 against
The Browns were like the
Mm.
worst, second to
Yeah.
worst team, worst
The,
team.
And they did.
I don't know.
The Eagles
I don't
didn't
like
play well
Deshaun
against
Watson.
them.
They did.
He's right about that. But
There's
bold take.
another bottom 3 team in the league.
Bottom 3?
The
Yep.
Saints,
bottom
Giants.
2, honestly.
Almost, Luke.
Yeah.
Giants are bottom 2. I don't think they're the worst, but I think
They
they're
could have been
probably
bottom
going to
2.
be
Yeah,
close to
they
it.
could have
to
been, but
win.
they blew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One was the
I really
defense,
like
but
Jags
yeah.
this year
Yeah.
as a dark horse contender.
Well-
I think that they're going to have a solid
No.
team. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to put everything together this year.
Oh, okay. You did not put
And
everything
I don't
together.
know. I like their pieces. I like Christian Kirk.
I like Christian Kirk.
I like ETN. So
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
going to
all
give
those
the
guys
Jags the
did
win
bad.
this game. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout. I could see it being a
Oh,
very
of course,
high-scoring
shootout.
game, like a 35-32 type deal.
It's not
And I'm going to
35-32.
give the Jags the win in this game.
Wow.
Oh no,
Luke, did you have the Eagles beating That might the be your Bengals worst or one so losing? far.
that was bad.
I think the Eagles win this one as well. I'm sticking with that they just go on a run after their There we bye, go. so I'll have them beating
They
the
did do
Jaguars.
that.
My biggest claim
Luke
to
and I
fame.
both have
That
Eagles
is-
at
that is
7-1.
good
Parker
taste.
has them at 6-2. Yeah, I honestly, I think if there was ever a year that the Eagles could beat Dallas twice, I think it's this year.
Let's go.
But I haven't
nice.
ever seen it happen.
Nailed
like,
that.
We've just
in
never
my
seen it
lifetime,
happen.
maybe. Like
Probably not.
I just don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was like
happening.
2010,
So I can't bet
2011.
against that, so I'm gonna give them a loss.
was over
here.
10.
Oh, I said I can't bet against it, and I gave him
Alright.
a loss.
Ah.
Both times, multiple
Oh.
times.
Say
You've
the
been
Eagles
like,
continue their
you're
run,
right there,
I
and
know
then
it's
it's in
I
Dallas.
just
At the
committed
end.
to
They
it.
always
Yeah.
spoke
That's so that
Cowboys.
next year.
I
See, this
believe
is
in
what
this
we're
Eagles
learning.
team,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Commit
beat
to
the
it.
Cowboys. They go into Jerry's world and come away with the victory.
Nice, Owen.
And then they ride that There we go. momentum. I think this is where the Eagles lose.
Dang it.
Last year they had two
You were a
very
Jane Daniels
strange
believer, weren't you?
games against the Commanders. Like you
Not
said,
like
both of those
crazy.
games
In
were way
fantasy, I
closer than
was.
we
Yeah,
thought
because
they
you
should have
drafted
been.
them.
Fantasy, I was, but not like
yeah, I think they're coming
team
off the high of
success.
beating Cowboys.
Gotcha.
Quick turnaround Thursday night game.
I think that this is really going to show us what the secondary is made of.
They were made.
So, yeah,
They were
I'll
made
give
of
the Eagles the win
quality
there.
material.
And then they head
And
into
that the Rams'
another
run
tough
defense is
matchup,
not made of
back-to-back.
quality
They play the
material.
Rams, and
Very
then
true,
they play
yeah.
the
And I think this is where we will solidify people's thoughts of like, okay, the Eagles are serious contenders, and I think they'll be
I think so.
thinking that all
I think
season.
so.
But
I
I think
think
they'll
we also did
say,
that
hey,
against
man,
the
they've got the
Rams.
easiest schedule
That's
ever.
true,
and
but they
think
also
we're a
like
joke, but I think
were
this
never
week
really
will help
thinking
solidify
that. Like the
the fact that we're
mania was
actually
not
gonna be
until
contenders
the
this year.
Washington game was not like
Yeah,
this Eagles
yeah.
team is serious.
Sure.
The Eagles a scenario.
I wanted to
where
see it against a
Kobe
good
Dean
defense.
is
Mhm.
playing at this point.
And now
He
I will
just
never doubt
absolutely
Jalen
lights
ever
up
again.
The King Henry, and
said
Kobe,
Kobe-
Dean is small.
I said Kobe Dean was going to be playing well at this point.
Yes,
He
yes,
was.
and
Got
then it
that,
goes
yeah.
viral, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, the Eagles
Wait,
are crazy!
Mark it down.
They gave up 50 rushing yards to the best rushing."
I said that Kobe
offense.
Dean was
Like,
going to go
how they
viral for
shut this
lighting
team
up
down.
Derrick Henry.
They
blah,
did
blah, blah,
kind
blah,
of
this
shut
type
down
deal. So
Derrick. Did you say
I
he
just
was gonna
picked the
lose
wrong
this game?
person. I should have
I
picked
think
Wow.
the Ravens
Cooper DeJean.
beat
I
them
picked
in
Kobe
this
Dean.
one.
I've been so close
they
on
lose,
these
but they
takes.
have an easier stretch coming
And you were
up,
right
so I
about the
think they're
overall.
about
Like
to
Derrick
go
Henry
on a
didn't
run
do
after
great.
this
No, like
the
50
defense.
So I
yards.
believe
Yeah,
we all
he
have
didn't
the
do
Eagles at
anything.
9-3
Wow.
right now.
I think this is a signature win for the Carolina Panthers. I think this is the point where they're like, hey, their rebuild is starting to come together. I'm gonna give the Panthers the win in this one.
Wow.
I'm dead
And they
serious.
almost
I
pulled it
actually
off.
believe in
Are
the
you
Panthers
kidding?
this year.
Why did I say that?
Wow.
Are you?
Oh,
You're not joking right
How
now.
many
believe you.
wins do you think? Quick spin into Panthers. How many wins do you think the Panthers have this year?
5 wins.
That's crazy
They
that
had
Pat's
5
believing
wins.
in the Panthers.
They had
5
5 wins.
5 wins. Parker's
That
a
was you believing
Panthers
in it.
believer. He's all in.
That was probably right,
I'm
'cause everyone
on
thought they were
Vince.
going to be the
I'm in
worst
on the
team, and they
Carolina
weren't.
Panthers. They're not
That's
going to be
true.
a bottom 5 team.
Okay.
they weren't a bottom
You
five
think there's
team.
going to be
Wow.
5 teams that are finished worse than 5-12?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
there was,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
We'll
Some bad
see.
teams.
which is not
There's a lot
normal.
of
There was
clippable
6
stuff in this
teams. There was
episode.
6 teams
I
that
think the
finished worse than
Eagles
5.
easily.
I do believe that they'll lose this game against the Commanders.
There you go.
I
There
mean,
you
you
go,
said it
Luke.
earlier in their first matchup against the Commanders.
Luke's got some good takes.
For some reason, even when they play a pretty terrible Commanders team, they managed to struggle against them.
He wasn't referring to
And I think that's
Oh,
going to show
he
in this game.
didn't
I think they're
necessarily
going to be
say
in
other
other
tired.
instances.
in other
I think-
instances,
Okay.
right?
I mean, as much as I hope this isn't the case, I do believe that there's going to be some injuries at this point. Like, hopefully minor injuries, ones that will be
Okay.
better by the playoffs.
There
But
was-
I don't think this is the game that they
Did
feel
he
like they have
predict
to
the Jalen
win.
Hurts concussion?
And so I think that they
Maybe.
will probably lose this game.
I think he did indirectly.
And even if they have their position locked by that last game, I think that they could play their third strings and still beat the Giants. So
There you
I'm
go,
not too
let's
worried
go.
about that last game either.
Luke, you animal.
I agree. Luke. I think you're 100% right there.
You guys
So-
nailed that.
That being said,
Luke nailed it. I
finished
just
out with a
piggybacked on him.
12, no,
13.
13 now. There's 17 games. 13-4 record for the Eagles. What did you finish out with, though?
I have them going 14-3.
14
There
and
we go.
3.
Perfect.
That's crazy. What is
Do I have them at 12-5 or 13-4?
13-4.
13-4? We're all clearly very high on the Eagles this year.
We are very high on the Eagles.
We were right.
And so I mean,
Let's
with
go.
that, I think 13-4. I think I'm gonna say there's another team 13-4 and they lose the tiebreaker.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that they're the 2 seed in my projection.
The Parker model.
They were the 2
Yeah,
seed.
you go.
exactly. And I think that they, obviously they have to play in the divisional round, right?
Mhm. If they don't get the bye, yeah.
So I think, 100%.
Oh yeah, we got this switched up off
are
the
they
jump.
gonna beat?
Yeah.
They're gonna.
Oh, you're going specifics.
Oh, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
to project this thing out.
All right.
I mean, they're gonna beat the Cowboys in the divisional round.
That would be a great start to
I-
Beating
I
an
really
NFC
hope that
East
happens.
opponent.
Cowboys
That's
lose their
true.
first playoff
They
game
did that,
again.
but not in the
That would
division.
be
I mean,
sick. Should I just
they beat
do,
an NFC
my
opponent
projection? Should I just not
in the
do
wild
that?
card round.
For like the whole playoffs.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'd have to play.
Yeah, I
Just
know,
do the
I know.
Eagles for now.
Trying to
No,
make
for
it
the
better.
Eagles.
Okay, yeah. Keep going.
Okay, so they beat the Cowboys in the divisional round. Then they get to the NFC Championship game, right?
Mhm.
In the NFC Championship game, they take on the Lions. I think it's going to be them versus
Could have.
the Lions.
Mhm.
I think they're going to beat the Lions.
That's what a lot of people
Wait.
had.
If they didn't get the first
No.
round bye, they had to play in the wild
Here we
card.
go.
Oh,
If they
Fix.
beat the Cowboys
Yeah,
in the
wild
wild
card.
card, then in the division.
See, this is what I'm saying with
they
John
play
Kruk
somebody.
too.
Oh, okay. Then in the divisional round,
You
who
straighten
would
us
they
out.
take on in the divisional round? They could take on the 49ers.
Oof.
Dude, you gave them
This is a
what we
gauntlet.
thought
Just
was going to be a gauntlet.
It was
Three best
that would have
teams
been
in
a
the
great
NFL.
way.
They beat the
Like
49ers.
those teams, they weren't
Then
good
they
enough to get in the
beat
playoffs.
The
but-
Lions.
Wow.
I'm high on the Eagles this year. And then like reality hits and they lose to Kansas City in the
I'm so glad you're wrong.
I know.
That's
Look at
how it
us.
seems
Look
to
at us
happen.
back then. We were
We're
like,
gonna
that would
hate
be
Patrick
horrible.
Mahomes just as much as we hate Tom Brady.
Man, I really hope that's not what happened.
It was not what
really
happened.
don't
Oh my gosh.
This is just my projection though.
Man.
Just the Parker model.
Just
That's
the Parker model
What do you
had
have,
some
Luke?
flaws. We tweaked them.
Yeah.
With this is what
I
learning
mean,
is.
Mhm.
It's better now.
It's
this
like
might be
AI
just an
constantly learning and
optimistic
evolving.
Eagles fan wanting the best, but they're gonna win it all this year. I mean, this is our
Jump right
year,
to it,
guys.
Luke.
This is
Let's go.
our year.
This is our year, Luke.
It was our
I
year.
think I agree with Parker. I don't think we're gonna get the 1 seed. I think we'll be in a tiebreaker for the 1 seed, and we're not gonna get it. I think we'll win in all. I mean, obviously, if we win the Super Bowl, we have to win in all
I think they're
three
going to win all their playoff
NFC
games.
rounds, and then I think we're gonna play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I think we're gonna beat them this year.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh,
Luke.
you
I do. I
nailed
think
it
this is- I
perfectly.
think this is revenge game, and
Yep.
Luke.
they want nothing more than to beat them. And there's
Yep.
no family feelings because Jason Kelce isn't on the Eagles anymore.
Yep.
And so I think this year they're just going to be hungry
Yeah,
Hungry
because
dogs.
hungry dogs run
There it
faster.
is.
Luke, you
I knew
animal.
you were gonna say that.
Come
Okay.
on.
I love this. I love that we feel so good about the Eagles. Also, I'm kind of worried about our credibility because this makes us seem
Our credibility
super
looks
biased.
amazing. Credibility is
That we're
amazing. Yeah.
all-
I never should have
Oh, I
worried.
am
No,
Thinking
we're
like
just
this.
super
we're just
biased.
factually the best
Okay, it was
Eagles
like-
people
so
ever.
worried about
The
you.
We're
best,
all
accurate.
Philly all
best
the time.
commentators.
Are we supposed to be impartial? No, we're supposed to be biased Phillies fans.
And we weren't
Yes.
biased
I
even.
still
We-
wanna be a
we were
little bit-
accurate.
I
Yeah.
wanna have some
We have the
credibility.
facts
Alright, so
here
I am glad
at
that
All
we're
Philly all the
optimistic.
time.
Well, I
Okay,
gotta give
it would be
my-
unrealistic if I was a Panthers fan saying the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl. That is unrealistic. It is a realistic possibility that we
Yes.
are contenders this year,
Yes.
and
Right.
so I don't think it's why it's overly biased. Is it
Okay.
biased? Absolutely. But is it overly biased? No, I don't
It's
think so. I think we
factual.
genuinely
It's
have the potential
factual.
to win the Super
It
Bowl.
happened.
It happened.
I agree. I also have the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
There we go.
Model of.
Then what are you saying? No bias, no bias.
No, that's
Nope, they're
biased,
gonna win
though.
it.
That's why I was setting it up. I was like, oh, dang it. I'm going to pick the Eagles to
That's
win it.
biased.
And now we have Eagles win Super Bowl, Eagles win Super Bowl, Eagles lose in Super Bowl as all of our.
Hey, those are
projections.
pretty
So
accurate.
That's what I
We
was
all
worried
had them
about.
in the
Alright,
Super
this
Bowl.
is my
Yeah.
second projection then.
Well, I gotta give my.
Oh,
but
okay.
I have the Eagles getting the. I have them 14-3. I think that's good enough for the bye.
It was
to get the
not
1 seed.
crazy enough.
And then I'll say that they beat the Cowboys. I'll steal that. They beat the Cowboys, but it's in the divisional round. And then they take out the Lions in
I
the
really
NFC
copy
Championship.
yours,
And
your
then
model.
they start
Well, we
off
thought
the
those
season
teams were
with
gonna
a
be good.
battle
There's
of
only,
green
like, set
teams.
number of
They
teams you
finished
can
the
pick
season
from.
with the
We
battle
all
of
thought it was
green
gonna be Eagles,
teams. They
Lions.
beat
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers and the Jets
Oof.
in the Super Bowl.
No,
Forgot about
way.
that. Wait, we just watched this and I forgot
Oh my
about it.
gosh, you're high on the Jets this year.
I believe the Jets, with possibly the worst quarterbacking we've ever seen, were still half decent last year. And so you add Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't
they
have
were
to be
the
the
same
amazing Aaron Rodgers that he's
from
been.
Zach
He just
Wilson
has
to
to be
Aaron Rodgers.
good, and it'll be a huge upgrade.
He
So
was
I really
not
believe
good.
in the
Ugh.
Jets lineup in general, their roster. Sorry, baseball talk. I believe in their roster in general, and I think adding Aaron Rodgers.
Should have believed in the Chiefs
super
roster.
good for them. And,
The Jets.
yeah, I think Aaron
Oh.
Rodgers takes them to the Super Bowl, but they lose to Jalen Hurts.
Got that part
and
right.
the
Nice. Okay,
Eagles.
good, good.
So,
You redeemed yourself
yeah,
there.
Totally, we are.
I
so
cannot believe you
biased.
said
I'm sorry to
that.
anybody watching this.
Wow.
All right,
who's
this
offended
is,
by that?
This
but
is
the
too.
Eagles are
I'm
gonna be
not
good
sorry. I
this
don't know
year.
why he's sorry, but I am not sorry. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for being a biased Eagles fan.
Okay.
I don't know what
There you go,
person
Luke.
isn't biased.
Stand up
to
for
You were
yourself.
right.
You were right, Luke.
Bias
No.
is just natural.
Tell the haters to back
I'm
off.
so
Yeah, what was your second bold prediction?
my second take to appease non-Eagles fans, which I don't know why you would. This is all Philly all the time, but hey, you
Yeah,
want a Philly analysis on the league.
Mhm.
So to appease those people
Mm.
and cover our ground so that we don't get sued, just
I'm glad you did
antitrust,
this.
Yeah,
you
to,
can't have
to
it.
show people
The
how
Sherman-
dumb what they
Sherman
thought
antitrust.
was.
Exactly. This is just for
gotta
the
make
common
sure
folk.
that we
The
you know, stay
uneducated,
impartial and unbiased,
the
and
NFL
unselective to
normal
you know,
people.
the
people that don't know what
the
they're
fans.
talking
I'm
about.
really concerned about what's
The
about to
normal football
We'll
league.
just
Exactly.
we'll just say, hey, they go, 11-6, just what the media thinks that they're gonna go. 11-6, and then they lose, round 1 to the team they faced week 1, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, so you just
See,
did
that's
like a
what-
I thought you were gonna
and they
say
had
Baker
that
Mayfield.
prediction?
Yeah,
See,
this
that's
is
what
just
the
to
common
appease
folk
people.
thought.
This is
They
not
thought
what's
the
really
Eagles were
gonna
going to
happen.
lose
Okay.
round
This is,
1.
Yeah.
this is just to cover our bases.
Gotcha.
You know?
And
just
yep,
in case
bases
somebody
covered.
watches out of context.
And we were all good. It worked
Okay.
out.
I guess that works.
So
It
yeah,
did work out.
There
It
we go.
covers
I
us
think
from
that's,
a
I think we need
legal
to move
standpoint.
on.
That was
I
where
think
we
need
do
to
all
move
of our
on
mixes.
before
We
we
need to
say
move on.
something that's
We
gonna dig
did
ourselves a
move
deeper
on.
hole.
We also made our bold predictions. I forget what Luke's was. Yours was that the defense would get 20 picks, which they didn't accomplish that, but the secondary was amazing.
They
So
were
I think that you had
amazing.
the spirit of it.
And
Right.
the secondary, you're right. The secondary was so insane. It went all the way through to the Super Bowl
Mhm.
when Zach Bond had that pick, Cooper DeJean had that pick. Like, it was there. The spirit of that
Yeah.
bold prediction was there,
Yeah, the secondary is massively upgraded.
which
so
we've never
we can do
seen
that.
really in the Eagles.
Oh,
like,
it was amazing. I loved it.
the secondary being that good was like, wait a second, what the heck? Like, I've never seen this ever in my life.
Yeah.
Like, wide receivers are
It was
not just
amazing.
randomly getting open 30 yards down
We
the
can
field.
tackle.
Oh my!
It was
Cooper DeJean
fantastic.
has the best form tackles I have ever seen.
Mhm.
I've seen nothing better than that in my entire life from a tackling standpoint
Quinyon didn't even really have to tackle
because he just
that
locked
much.
everybody down.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The spirit of that was there for sure.
Yeah. And then my last flex of this video is that then later on, somewhere in this video, I've also posted it to social, so you guys can find it there if you really want to watch me say it again. But I said that I think this will be the greatest Eagles team of all time.
And they definitely were. This team was the most complete team.
Mhm.
When you compare this to even other really complete teams in the last
Oh yeah,
30 years.
They made a case for top 20, top 15 greatest team of all time.
In my opinion, top one. I don't know what team is better than them. Domination.
There's some really good teams,
Have you-
but
Have you seen domination
Yeah.
like that in the
most
Super Bowl?
points scored in a playoff run, one of the biggest Super Bowl blowouts. Yeah.
Domination
You make a
from
case
the
for it.
Eagles. Yeah, you could make a case that this is the best team ever in NFL history.
Yeah.
The way that how complete they were.
And we knew it.
We knew it.
So this was us recapping, reviewing our previewing our previewing. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
You gotta like and subscribe for those takes we had.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
they weren't 100%
absolutely.
accurate, but we got the macro. We knew,
Yeah.
at least 2 out of the 3 of us knew, not me included, that the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl from before week 1.
And we all knew that the media was doubting. the
Yeah.
Eagles. We all agreed that they were going to do better than expected, and you had them going to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So we were all on that. And when we recorded this, we had, I think, like 350, 400 maybe subscribers, and now we're at 1,000.
Yeah. And they
So that's
tailed our
crazy.
picks. Those original OG 350 tailed our picks, made millions. FanDuel lost out like crazy because they predicted the over on the Eagles season, just like us.
Yeah.
Bang.
Comment if you were there and watched this episode. You can also comment if you subscribed after. So yeah, let us know if you subscribed. What would that be? BEP before Eagles predictions
Yeah, BEP.
or AEP?
after
That
Eagles
doesn't quite work like
predictions.
AD and BC.
No,
Anyway,
it's not quite as good.
just let us know if you were there to see this or if you're finding out about this now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this Phillies preview coming up
Hey.
next. So
Hey, John Cruckman, we got to do what we got to do. You know,
what does that mean?
just be that angelic songbird. Just be
Okay.
that songbird. Let's go. Like and subscribe. We love you guys.
See you guys.